Hello, wonderful viewers. Have you ever drizzled honey over your breakfast or added it to tea, wondering how that golden sweetness makes its way from beehive to bottle? Honey making has always been nature's art, with bees doing the magic, but what happens when honey is harvested, processed, and bottled in factories? Today, we'll explore the fascinating journey of honey production on an industrial scale, from hive to jar and everything in between. If you're curious about this process and love discovering the secrets behind natural products, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and let's dive into the story of factory-made honey. The beginning, bee farms and hives. The process of factory-made honey actually starts on bee farms, also known as apiaries, where thousands of hives are managed to produce honey in large quantities. Honeybees in these hives are given a safe, thriving environment where they gather nectar from various flowers. Each hive is meticulously maintained by beekeepers, who ensure that the bees are healthy and have access to abundant flowering plants for nectar. On large-scale bee farms, hives are placed in regions with diverse flora or even moved to different locations seasonally to maximize nectar collection. Bees then fly out, collect nectar in their stomachs, and bring it back to the hive. Inside the hive, bees pass the nectar between themselves, breaking down the complex sugars through natural enzymes in their bodies. This magical process converts nectar into a thicker, more stable liquid, known as honey. Harvesting honey. Once the honeycombs in each hive are filled with honey, they're sealed with wax by the bees, signaling to beekeepers that it's time for harvesting. In factory honey production, beekeepers carefully remove the honeycombs from the hive frames, trying to minimize disturbance to the bees. This harvesting often happens several times a year to keep up with the demand for honey. The honeycombs are transported from the bee farms to the honey processing factories. At the factory, workers and machines gently scrape or uncap the honeycomb frames to expose the honey, removing the thin layer of beeswax that covers each honey cell. The wax is often saved for other products like candles or cosmetics, while the honey moves to the next step in the journey. Extracting honey. Once the honeycombs are uncapped, it's time to extract the honey using centrifugal force. Large-scale factories use commercial honey extractors, which are essentially spinning drums designed to remove honey without damaging the honeycombs. The frames are placed in these extractors, which then spin rapidly, creating centrifugal force that pulls the honey out of the honeycomb cells and lets it flow down to the bottom of the drum. This method of extraction is gentle on the honeycomb, allowing the combs to be reused by bees after they're placed back in the hives. It's an efficient way to separate honey quickly while retaining the quality and flavor of the honey. The extracted honey is collected in large vats and readied for filtering to remove any impurities. Filtering the honey. After extraction, the honey goes through a filtration process to remove any remaining beeswax, pollen, and other small particles. This is done to ensure the honey is clear, smooth, and visually appealing, as well as to extend its shelf life. In many factories, honey passes through multiple filters to achieve a perfectly pure consistency, but the filtration process is carefully controlled to retain the natural nutrients and flavors. Some manufacturers may opt for ultrafine filtration, which creates a very clear honey that consumers often prefer. However, honey purists often look for minimally filtered or raw honey, which contains pollen and other natural elements believed to have additional health benefits. Whether minimally filtered or finely filtered, the goal is to create a final product that's pure, delicious, and safe for consumption. Pasteurization. Bottling the honey. With the honey pasteurized and filtered, it's finally ready to be bottled. At this stage, the honey is poured into jars or plastic containers of various sizes using automated bottling machines that ensure precise, clean filling without spills or mess. Factories use different types of packaging, from glass jars to squeezable plastic bottles, to cater to consumer preferences. Each container is labeled with product information, including the type of honey, origin, and nutritional content. Factories often produce and bottle multiple varieties of honey, such as clover, wildflower, or orange blossom, depending on the nectar source used by the bees. This information helps consumers choose their preferred flavor profile and origin, as each honey variety has its own distinct taste. Bottling is not just about presentation but also about protecting the honey from exposure to air and moisture, which can affect its quality. Many factories use vacuum-sealed or tamper-proof packaging to ensure the honey remains fresh and safe until it reaches consumers. Ensuring consistency and safety. To maintain high standards, factory-made honey goes through strict quality control measures. Before bottling, batches of honey are often tested for purity, flavor, moisture content, and any potential contaminants. These tests are essential to ensure that each jar meets food safety standards and that consumers receive a consistent, quality product every time. Quality control also includes taste testing, where experts assess the honey for its unique flavor notes. Some factories take pride in producing honey with a distinctive taste profile that reflects the floral sources from the bee's environment. Additionally, honey is tested to ensure it's free from additives or artificial ingredients, as pure honey is expected to be 100% natural. After bottling, honey is packaged in bulk and sent to distribution centers where it's shipped to grocery stores, specialty food markets, and even directly to consumers. Honey from factories can be found in countless homes, with various options for organic, raw, or flavored varieties. The distribution process is streamlined, allowing honey to reach a wide audience quickly, all while retaining its freshness and flavor. As honey reaches store shelves, consumers have a range of choices, from raw and organic options to specialty honeys that highlight specific floral varieties. Whether it's used in baking, as a natural sweetener, or enjoyed straight from the spoon, factory-made honey brings the magic of bees to people around the world. Sustainability and the future of factory-made honey. As demand for honey continues to grow, many honey manufacturers focus on sustainability practices to protect bees and the environment. Some factories work closely with local bee farms to support biodiversity and ensure ethical honey harvesting. Eco-friendly packaging, such as recyclable or biodegradable containers, is also gaining popularity in the honey industry. Efforts are also made to educate consumers about honey production and the importance of supporting bee populations. Many brands emphasize that sustainable honey production is vital for maintaining a healthy ecosystem, as bees play a crucial role in pollinating crops and wild plants. By supporting responsibly sourced honey, consumers can contribute to the conservation of bees and the environment. And there you have it, the fascinating journey of factory-made honey. From bees collecting nectar to the final bottling, honey's journey is filled with incredible steps that honor nature's hard work. The next time you drizzle honey on your food or stir it into tea, remember the effort and care that goes into every drop. If you enjoyed learning about how honey is made, please give this video a thumbs up, share it with anyone who loves natural products, and subscribe for more behind-the-scenes stories of everyday products. Thanks for watching, and keep spreading the sweetness.